Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
All right, we have a special episode today. We are doing another trade pile episode.
Yeah, we have a really awesome local game store, Games Plus One. So if you're in the Quad City area, check them out. They're awesome. But what they do is once a year, a used game sale where you get a chance to kind of bring some of your previously loved games in to hopefully find the new family that's going to love them and pick up some other games that were previously owned as well.
Yeah.
For a good deal. It's a lot of fun, and here's some of our contributions this year, as well as some other things.
All right, so first of all, we have Unnatural Selection. This game is fine. It's kind of a game that you bring with you camping because you're not really afraid of it missing a few pieces or burning up a little or anything like that.
Our copy's not missing anything, though.
It is not.
All right, so Batman Love Letter. We love Love Letter, and we have a newer version of Love Letter that we'll be reviewing later on this year. But the Batman theme doesn't do anything for us, so we'll give it to a family who does like Batman and does like Love Letter.
Hey, Froggy. This is actually a really fun game. I liked it. I just think that this game has X amount of plays, and we played all of them. Yeah.
So we are slowly but surely getting into exit games and unlock games and just escape room games as a whole. The nice thing about unlock games is that they are reusable, so you just set them back up in the way they were, and then somebody else can play them. So that's kind of cool.
All right, so Horse Show. You know how I talked about that camping game earlier? Horse Show is the game you bring to start the fire. Full box and everything. Enough said.
All right, Doodle Quest. I think this is a really novel idea. It's a really fun way to kind of use those dry erase markers to just score points and use your mind in a certain way spatially. I think it's cool, but ultimately it's kind of overstayed its welcome, and we're making room for other games.
What time is it? I'm like just so embarrassed about this game.
As you should be.
So we do a lot of garage sailing, and we got really good games via garage sales. One of our greatest acquisition is
Pitch Car.
Pitch Car. We got Pitch Car in a garage sale. So I saw this game, and I hadn't heard of it, so I picked it up.
I knew it was a bad idea from the start.
He did. He totally did.
10 cents, $1, whatever. It's not worth it.
I thought it would make sense because it teaches you how to tell time from a clock. Our daughter got it right away, and then she was over it. And everything's digital anyway.
All right, so Tragedy Looper. This game has a really cool concept behind it. I picked up an expansion in the base game. And
In Shrink.
And you know what? I just never made it to the table. I don't know if it was the artwork or the lengthy rule book or what it was, but it just never really made it to the table, and we're probably never going to. So we'll find someone who will like it.
All right, Connect 4. Connect 4.
Connect how many?
4.
Connect 4. Okay, got it. Not 5.
Not 5. I actually like Connect 4x4. It's just
Connect 4.
That's right. I like Connect 4, but we own Connect 4x4, and I just feel like that's so fun, and it just is this game, but better. So no point to have both of them.
Where is Sock Monkey? Super cute game where you're looking around for the sock monkey. But the thing about the game is you have to be able to read these words on these tiles, and by the time, at least for our daughter, she was able to read these words, she was no longer interested in playing a kid's game like this. So there's families out there this is going to be a perfect game for. It's just that our daughter, it was a pass for her.
All right, Snail's Pace Race. This isn't really a game. Like, you guess what snail is going to cross the finish line first, and then you roll dice, but you can't do anything about it. Like, you roll the dice and that snail moves. You can't bid, you can't mess with other people's snails. I mean, that's just it. It's kind of like watching molasses drip down from the tree.
Does molasses come from trees?
It's like watching the sap drip down from a tree.
Yeah, it teaches kids how to roll dice, but you can do that with just dice. Farkle Frenzy. We actually have a soft spot in our heart for Farkle. It's just a fun game that we played a lot when we were first, engaged and married and that kind of stuff. We had played with some house rules that made it a blast. So had high hopes for Farkle Frenzy, and those high hopes were let down. It's just not. I'd rather play Farkle than this.
Ryan just saw all the dice and was like, "This must be good."
Dice.
All right, so Dig That Dinosaur. When we first got this game, our daughter played it all the time. She loved it. I swear we played it every night for the first couple of weeks that we owned it. So I do recommend this game. She really liked it. It's just we make just how our shelves, we only want to keep whatever our shelves can fill. We have the same thing for her shelf. So her shelf was overflowed. She had gotten new games and she didn't have space for everything. So we told her she had to choose things to pass on to other people. And this was one of the games that she chose. She played it all the time and she really liked it when we first got it. She just played it all she needed to play.
All right, and last but not least, Magic the Gathering Arena of the Planeswalkers. This is kind of a tabletop miniature game. It uses some kind of concepts from Magic the Gathering, the card game. For us, we actually had a good time playing it, more or less. It's just, it doesn't really have a home. It's kind of got elements of Magic the Gathering. It's got elements of miniature tabletop gaming. It's got elements of board gaming. And, I don't know, it was kind of a weird hybrid game that didn't really fit in our collection, and we're just going to pass on to someone who will like it more. So that's our thoughts on this this edition of the trade pile.
I'm going to go to bed. I'm moving like molasses.
Yeah, molasses dripping from that tree. It might even come from a tree. I have no idea what molasses is. Do you know what molasses is?
Are you going to put this in the final cut?
Yeah, this is absolutely happening.
I don't know.
I don't either.
No, it's like...
Put that in the comments. Let us know what molasses is.
No, it's...
It's like maple syrup.
It is maple syrup.
Is there a molasses tree?
It has to be something, because it's a maple tree, so maybe there is,
Yeah.
a molasses tree, right?
Yeah, so that's our homework and for the week. Yeah, but there you go. If you have any other games that in your trade pile, let us know. We'd love to hear about some stories, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey!